I started volunteering with Dr. John Hillebrand, Lori Meyer, and Esther Applegate, who were the wonderful founders of this organization, who founded it before the Roe v. Wade decision was made. They knew there was a need for help for these girls. I helped set up a newsletter. We started the Heartbeat Pulse, and we also reached out to a lot of the Catholic churches. We found out that a lot of people did not know what Heartbeat was or what we did. So we decided to put a letter, and we reached out to all the Catholic churches in the diocese, most of them, and we put these letters in the bulletin, describing what we were, what we did, our history, and asking for support, asking for volunteers, asking for financial support, and it really did seem to increase our financial situation. I had to leave after a couple years in the early 80s because I was pregnant again with my 5th child, and shortly thereafter I had a 6th one. But after they were all in school, I came back in the early 90s, and our good friend Joyce Meyer, who was the executive director, sort of, she was worked a couple days, did a lot of work, and was wonderful, and she encouraged me to come back. So that was in the early 90s, I'm pretty sure. I was asked to join the board, and I did that. We did that for a little while, and then they asked me to be president. And I agreed to do that, but I realized that we had to change the way we did things as far as the board, and we had to open up our board to community members, to men and women and business people and people who had a lot of experience with fundraising. So that was the biggest thing we did to start with, is to open up our board to community members. The first thing we did was hire an executive director, and that was the wonderful Pat Todak, who had much experience with fundraising, with nonprofit organizations, and she did a wonderful job right from the start. We had many ideas, and what we did was we gave them to Pat, and she ran with it. It was very easy to be president of the board in that case. One of the first things we wanted to do was become a medical facility and offering ultrasounds, which was an amazing thing, because it took a lot of money, and she was able to raise that money, and through the Knights of Columbus actually, to buy an ultrasound machine. That opened up a whole new vista for our clients to be able to have them see their unborn child. It makes a big difference. We knew we had to raise more money, and we didn't have a lot of money for advertising, but we had wonderful suggestions from some of our board members that said, if we offer free breakfasts and free dinners, banquets, people will come, and because they get a free dinner, they will donate. And we thought, how can we pay for that? But it happened, and they ran it, and they did a great job, and we were able to bring in money that we never thought we could. And we were able to hire more people, more staff, social workers, nurses. That was a big change in our organization. We knew we had to move to a different place. We were downtown in a kind of not a good neighborhood, not kind of a rundown building. And, okay, Pat, find us a new place. And she starts looking, and right away we found this beautiful building on Sylvania Avenue near the mall. We thought, well, maybe the girls from inner city or those areas can't get there, but we're right on the bus line, so that worked. We did expand our advertising budget and started advertising in the malls for a while, billboards, radio ads, and that sent our message out to a whole new group of people. We did open up a satellite office on the east side, which was also meeting a need out there. We added the Heart to Heart group already started, and that expanded exponentially in the new office. Beautiful facilities for education, both parents, mothers and fathers, where they could earn points to buy things for their babies. I think one of the things that really impressed me or meant so much to me was because I was a retired RN. I was able to be trained. I was one of the first ones to be trained to do limited obstetrical ultrasound. And What a wonderful experience that was to meet with girls and actually be a part of showing them the beautiful life that was within them. And it made so much difference when they could see the heartbeat, when they heard the heartbeat, when they could see the head and the hands and the feet. It was amazing. It really made a difference, especially for those who really were considering having an abortion. I think one of the big things that I learned was that the young women that came in in our office were just scared and didn't know where to turn, didn't know what to do. And they were ordinary girls of all races, all ages. We had older women too, were frightened. And I think what I learned was we could help these people on a one-to-one basis with compassion and love and make a difference in their lives. And it was a beautiful learning experience for me. I think Heartbeat has been successful for 50 years because of the wonderful, dedicated, generous people who have given of their time, talents, and treasures. They have been inspired and guided by the grace of God because we are protecting His greatest gift, which is human life. And I really believe that with His continued help, we will continue on for another 50 years at least.